Midwest accent. I mean, Midwest from Brazil.
He's got that southern Oklahoma accent.
Yeah.
So there is everything we are doing here today. I mean, it fits in one of these three processes: procure, make, and sell. And this presentation will address the procurement part of it. So, in practical terms, is basically what you're going to hear in the next few slides is what you have to do, and maybe some of the messages here is not going to be directly to you. So I expect, as leadership, that you take back to your company to communicate with the right people to make it happen. It's a lot of responsibility for me to speak after Tim because he has a sales and marketing background. I know he knows how to talk to you sales guys, and you look at me as the enemy, so I don't want that, at least for today. There is so again, why we are here today, we will grow. And my job is, as we grow, the questions I have, and this is not one more bullet point here, as many companies will tell you, we will grow. No, it's basically, we promise our owners that we are going to grow. So it's serious, it's going to happen in the next 2 years. And the questions I have to answer is, are we doing business with suppliers able to achieve our goals in terms of on-time delivery and quality? You are going to see how important this is for us. And it's a simple thing like shipping on time is part of a big strategy, and it's part of what differentiates us. So it's very important. It's very simple, very important. This is something we want to do a better job as a team. Is we want to make sure you have a strong quality system, which and some of the things here, I'm responsible with Jim and Sandy for 140 suppliers. We are talking to 10 of the most important suppliers here today, so it's a big chunk. Now, many companies will not keep up with these goals, and we are going to talk about this. Many suppliers will stay along the way. There's going to be spend consolidation and opportunities for good performers. Can you stay competitive and improvement? I mean, we had the tours of the facilities, also to give you an idea on how lean manufacturing, continuous improvement is a culture that we want to perpetuate. So I hope by the end of the day we can show you some examples of this is basically our DNA, and we expect you all to improve all the time. We are talking about, I mean, we can make a difference. I mean, these 10 companies here today in Continental, we can make a difference here. So it's one big opportunity we have to make a difference against competitors, and it's all in our hands to make it. There is I think Tim said that how can you help us if you don't know what the goals are? So we are going to put a lot of time here today in understanding what the goals are, and why they are so important for us, and you understand that they are part of a big strategy, and you are part of it. So, first thing is, as a supply chain group, where we want to be. We want to be among the best companies in supply chain management. We are not far away from that, looking at our numbers today, so it's possible. This is one thing. The other thing I can tell you in terms of supply chain strategies is about reality confrontation. This is my nature. If I don't do a better job than my competitors, they are going to take my lunch. So if you don't help me, I can't help them be better than our competitors. So it's a lot of responsibility for all of us. You will understand that you here today is more than 50% of every dollar we spend. So if we do a great job, 50% of only 10 companies, 50% of the goal is achieved. So let me tell you a story everybody knows. There is two guys were in Africa, two photographers, and taking pictures. So a lion comes up. One of them starts wearing running shoes. The other looks at him and says, "You fool, you never outrun the lion." And he says, "I don't need to outrun the lion, I just need to outrun you." So I brought here the lion and the photographer who wants to outrun me. So JP stands for John the photographer. I didn't have a better idea. So this is going to be, this represents competition. And the way I look at my job is, there is somebody out there that can do a better job than me. So I gotta do my best. To do my best, I depend on it. The other thing is, how Continental stays competitive. Todd's going to talk about this. And you will understand how can we make a difference to our customers and what is our strategy, as Jake and Doug will present the two sides of the business. There is a $5, which is part of my own words, to the first one who tells me, except Tim and Todd and Jake, what this picture represents. Seconds.
Looks like a worldwide market.
Global supply chain.
Synchronization.
Almost there.
Working machine.
Global interaction.
Global, okay. There is a, I'm going to save, talking about saving, we're going to save my money here. This is the G7. When they were put together, the group of 7 nations, when they were first put together 50 years ago, they represented 50% of the world's GDP. So, why am I telling this? Can we make a difference? Yes, you can. Today I'm going to call it the G10